Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and this is not the video that I was going to make, but I would just like to politely request that if somebody knows the full story behind this, if you know what I mean, that they keep it to themselves for a couple days. And I am going to enforce that in the comments section. A very tiny amount of you know how I was able to get this photo. And for security reasons and because of pending police action, we're not going to talk about that or disclose the company behind it or the whereabouts of this currently. So with that clear, it's really simple. I want to find the owner of this. I have zero vested interest in this. It doesn't affect me financially in any way, but I have, well, okay, this was found alongside some other property that was stolen. Somebody was trying to sell it. They were notified that it was stolen and they have now pulled the listing. They are not responsible. I cannot stress that enough. They are not responsible. Do not contact them. So me and some people have determined from some other photos in this listing who the owner of, we thought, all of the property was. They are only the owner of one or two pieces of property in this lot that was being sold at auction. So I have confirmed in talking with this person that their business, their family, everybody they've ever associated with does not sell Pokemon or Magic the Gathering cards. So this is not their property, which means that this entire lot is probably stolen property. Now, it's possible that somebody bought his property. Look, that's a little far-fetched, and there's no need for me to get into the details yet. I'll make a full video about this later. There is some serious crap going down, and time is of the essence. So, if you're thinking what I'm thinking when you saw this, you thought, well, okay, those are either all counterfeit, or that's, what, $2 to $5 million? I mean, those Lotuses are $200K. So that's why we're all collectively agreeing not to disclose where this is located right now, because it's up in the air, and we want to find out who these belong to now that we know that sitting right next to it is stolen property. Is everybody on the same page with that? Good. Because if a whole bunch of people hear about where this is located, I feel like somebody would break it and try to steal it. And I want it to go to the owner or to the police on a police report before that can happen. So this is real simple. Let me break it down. Okay, here's the fun part. Those black cases with the custom hangers, the bolts, the brass, the downlighting, and all this stuff, those are $1,000 a piece. So if you were in, those are counterfeit land. I don't know many people that drop $2,000, $1,000 a piece on those display cases and then puts fakes in them. You know, saying that, I probably know a dozen people that would do that, but I'm just saying, if these are real and somebody just bought them in, 95 or something for, I mean, what would they be back then? 500, $1,000? And then it was their retirement and then it got stolen. Well, there you go. And now here it is. So if this is a real collection, it's all from one place, because this could have been that they stole the cases, this person robbed 50 stores, and it is what it is, okay? Then we're never getting these back to who the owners are, and that's a shame. But if this was a collection and you can prove it, and there's all kinds of potentially personally identifiable information in the other items that I'm not showing here, well, that should be pretty easy to prove it's yours and get it back once you file the police report. So, if you can prove, if you have any lead or you can provably say, hey, this was stolen from my friend's shop, this was stolen from my friend's house, hey, that looks familiar, I think I know, I've seen this somewhere. Hit me up, okay? You click on my channel, my About tab, and then Business Contact. Hit me up, and I will get you in contact with the right people to get your stuff back. If I don't hear about that, then the owner of some of the property, which is worth like a grand total of like $10, and yes, he's very unhappy that the rest of the property isn't his, when I informed him of what it's worth. But he's a cool guy, he's a very honest guy, and he's not going to pretend like it is his. So he's going to have to probably, to get his property back, file a police report. So I will just then forward him the information. That can go on the same thing, and then you can go through the legal routes to get your crap back after proving it. So before you send an email saying, oh yeah, that definitely was stolen from my house, take my word for it, here's a Photoshop picture of it, it's not me you're trying to convince, it's the police. Or both. So if I don't hear anything from anyone, well then I guess I'm going to have to, I don't know, just, like I want my name on a police report, I'll get a burner phone and contact them anonymously or something and just say, hey, we have reason to believe that all of this is stolen. Now it's your problem. You go find the owner. And if they can't, then it's probably just going to go back to the people who own it now, and they'll go back to auctioning it off. And they'll be rich, which if that's the best we can do, then that's the best we can do. The worst part about this is if they did their due diligence, I can't go too much into this, they know whose property this allegedly is. So that's going to get interesting. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day, especially with me working, but like I said, I have no interest in this other than I'm playing internet detective over this because I'm one of the few people who was able to investigate this further. And yeah, I have better things to do with my time, but you know what? My work can deal with me making a couple personal calls during the day. With $5 million worth of cards on the line, I'm not like fishing for a reward or something. You should see what I did to the Chinese gang that stole a $200 item from my shop via eBay fraud. It didn't go great for them. And the person who stole $400 in property right from under my nose and then got caught in HD, literally, from my cameras. I went easy on them because they had some mental issues, but they were also caught the same day. I do not play around when crap gets stolen when it's my property, and I don't like anybody else. Okay, so you know that last video I made about stuff getting stolen from that Canadian shop? And then I did another theft at another shop. One of the two of those, at least that I heard, was able to recover the property. Or at least the person behind it was caught. I know that. And you know what? If that's the one good thing I can do in a day or a week, get somebody caught by popularizing it and helping signal boost it, well, then when $5 million worth of cards show up, I think I'm going to cover that too and try and get that back in the hands of who rightfully owns it. Also, I should say there's like a 5% chance that this isn't stolen and it's all a big misunderstanding, which in that case, look, it was abandoned property. It's up for an auction. I think they would like their property back as well, just saying. So if you can identify this, you've got a picture of it on the wall somewhere, or you just think you know where this is from, or this looks at all familiar, contact me as soon as you possibly can. That's about all there is to say for now. Once again, if you're like, oh yeah, I saw that. That's that listing from this on this website, from this company. I'm going to post all the details. Not on my channel, you're not, and I'd appreciate it if you don't do it on Reddit either. Or anywhere. Because the first thing I would do, not me, but someone would do, if this was within driving distance, is I'd break in at midnight and steal it. Couple $1 million? I've seen people steal $500 worth of Pokemon cards from a store. If this address got out to the wider internet, you ever see the movie Smokin' Aces? It'd be like that meets Rat Race, which I would also highly recommend. Very underrated movie, very good. So I've made agreements with everybody covering this story to suppress it for now, just for the safety of everyone's property and everyone involved, until we can get this property secured and in the hands of the police or the people who currently own it for them to be a little more subtle about where they're keeping it. I'll try and contact them tomorrow, see what's going on with that. And yeah, lot of drama. This is not what I needed right now this week, but hey, hopefully we'll get a positive outcome from this. That would be fantastic. It'd be the best story I ever covered. It'd make this whole channel and covering Magic the Gathering, watching its slow decline worth it. Just kidding, it wouldn't, but it would be neat. So subscribe if you don't want to miss the updates on this. And yeah, what more is there to say? I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna be tired as crap tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time.